Welcome back to the Physi guys, and in today's video we will discuss about one of the basic part of the class 9 chapter 8 motion, terms related to the motion. So let us start the session. Okay, so first point is the reference point. Let us define the reference point. It is the point with respect to which motion or position of an object is specified. Let us understand through the example. School is in the north with respect to bus station. So in order to specify the location of the school, we have taken the reference of bus station. So here bus station is the reference point. Earth is moving around the sun. So in order to understand the motion of the earth, we have taken the reference of sun. So here sun is the reference point. Let us see these figures here. In order to specify the location of the school, if I am taking the temple as a reference point, then I can tell that school is located in west direction with respect to temple. But if I want to specify the location of the school with respect to home, then I can tell that school is located in east direction with respect to home. So as you change the reference point, the description of the location of the object changes. Okay, so the next point is the position. Position is defined as the space occupied by an object. So we use XY coordinate system to specify the position of our body in physics. So generally, for example, if I want to specify the position of the point P, then I should take help of the OXY coordinate system. Okay, and I will measure its position with the help of the coordinate 2, 3. Let us understand with the example. A book is kept on the table. So if I want to know what is the position of the book, and so I can say that it is on the table. So the position is basically the space occupied by an object. So next point is the distance. It is denoted by the letter S. Definition. It is the actual length of the path covered by body in motion. So when body is in motion, then total length of the path followed by the body during motion is called the distance. Distance is measured in meter. That means its unit is meter. Its SI unit is meter. Other units are centimeter, kilometer, millimeter and micrometer. It is a scalar quantity. That means that in order to specify the distance of a body during motion, then we require only magnitude. Let us take the example. If one of the body is starting its journey from O and it is going to point A and then to B, then the distance between point O and A is given by SOA is equal to 20 meter. Now consider that same body is going from O to A to B, then its total journey is from O to A to B. So the total length of the path means the distance of the body traveled from O to B is given by SOAB, that is a distance from O to A plus distance from A to B. So SOA plus SAB, that is equal to 20 plus 10, that is equal to 30 meter. Now take this another example. If one of the body starting its motion from point O, then it is going to A to B to C and then coming back to the same position O, and in that case the distance travel between point O and point B, say, will be SOA plus SAB, that is a total 10 meter. And if I want to find out what is the total distance travel at the end of the journey, means from O to A to B to C to again O, it is given by O to A to B, B to C, C to O again, and the total distance covered in each section is a 5555 meter. So total distance traveled is a 20 meter. Let us understand this example in which one of the objects starting its motion from point A, then coming back to the same position at point A in the circular track. In that case, the total distance traveled, it will be equal to the circumference of the circular track, and that's why it is given by 2 pi r. Now another important thing regarding the distance is that it is always a positive quantity. Okay, it cannot be zero. If distance is zero, that means that there is no motion. Okay, so distance cannot be zero, as we have defined that the distance is the total length of the path during motion of an object. So in order to have a distance, the motion has to be done, and if motion is there, then the value of distance will not be 0. It cannot be negative, as value of the path length is always greater than 0. This is the another important point, and that's why again distance is a positive quantity. Okay, so the next point is the displacement. It is denoted by the letter D. What is the definition of the displacement? It is the length of the shortest path between initial and final position of an object during motion. So when an object is in motion, then we have to measure the shortest path between initial and final position of an object. It gives the idea about change in position of an object during motion. So basically displacement gives you the idea how the position of an object is displaced during the motion. Its SI unit is meter, other units are centimeter, kilometer, millimeter, and micrometer. It is a vector quantity. So along with the magnitude of the displacement, we have to specify the direction of the displacement as well. So it is a vector quantity. Now let us take the example in order to understand what displacement D is. So consider one of the object is starting its motion from O to point A to point B to point C. So in order to find out the displacement for the O to A journey, first thing is to remind these 2 points in order to find out the displacement of any object. First one, locate initial and final position. Second, calculate the length of straight line joining initial and final position. So first thing what you have to do is to locate initial and final position of the motion. Then draw a straight line and calculate the length of the straight line. So here O to A, the straight line is having 20 meter distance, so 20 meter is the displacement. Now see that with respect to point O, the A is on the east direction, so I have specified the direction of the displacement is towards the east. Now if I want to find out the displacement from O to A to B journey, then again locate the initial and final position. They are O and they are B. Okay, they are O and B. So between O and B, what is the distance? What is the displacement? That is the 10 meter, and the direction is with respect to O, it is towards the east direction. Now for the journey O to A to B to C, then again you can see that the displacement is having 5 meter in magnitude as well as east in the direction. Now for the same object, when it comes back to the original position O, then in that case the displacement will be equal to 0 meter. Okay. Now let us take this another example in which the path is in the square rectangle wise. Okay. And if I want to find out the displacement for O to A to B journey, then we have to draw the straight line between O point and B point, because O and B are initial and final position. So the length of OB, that is the diagonal of the rectangle, is given by this 5 meter, and since you can see that it is along the northeast direction, so the northeast direction is specified. Now in order to find out the displacement for the journey OABC, then I have to draw the straight line between O and C, because O and C are the initial and final positions. So OABC, the displacement is equal to 4 meter. Okay, it is the length of the line joining initial and final position, so it is a 4 meter. Again with respect to O, it is in the east direction, so that's why it is 4 meter east. Now if object travels from O to A to B to C to E, again coming back to the same position, so initial position and final position will be same, so in that case the displacement is equal to 0 meter. Now this is one of the key things which one should know. So in order to find out the displacement, initial and final position is to be located, then the length of the straight line joining initial and final position is to be calculated. Let us consider this one of the example in which object is traveling from point O to A in the opposite direction to the direction of the positive x-axis. Here positive x-axis shows this 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter marking, whereas the negative axis shows -5, -10, -15. Here minus sign is signifying that the journey is in the opposite direction to the direction of positive x-axis. So in order to find out the displacement between position O and A is equal to -50 meter. Here minus sign signifies that direction of the motion is opposite to the direction of the positive x-axis, and that's why displacement is said to be the negative. Here negative sign shows that the direction considered is the opposite to the direction with respect to which we are taking positive motion. Here, so we can say that the value of displacement can be positive, 0 or negative. If you haven't liked the video, then like it. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe it, share with your friends, and stay safe.